Welcome back to another episode of the Rewind Rewatch Podcast. I'm Joel.
And I'm Andrene.
And we are siblings that are reviewing, rewatching, and rating 90s movies. All 90s, all the time. And we have been taking requests from listeners. We are reviewing movies to kind of see how well they've aged. We give them a rating at the end, as I said. And pretty much since episode, I want to say 6 or 7, all of these have been movies that you all have requested for us to cover. So we're keeping that train going. We still have a number of requested movies in our back pocket. So we'll keep going through this. And I was really happy to select today's movie because this is one of my faves. 1990.
This was requested by.
Oh, this was requested by.
Requested by Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris. Yes, big shout out to Chris because, you know, I can never get enough of 1999's The Best Man, written and directed by Malcolm D. Lee. This is an ensemble cast, comedy drama with Taye Diggs, Nia Long, Sanaa Lathan, Morris Chestnut, and Terrence Howard. There's also Harold Perrineau, who many people might know from Oz. He plays Murch.
Wait, not only that, he also was in Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
He played Damon Pope in Sons of Anarchy. And he's currently starring on a drama on an MGM Plus called From. It's a horror mystery show. It is fantastic.
Okay.
They have 2 seasons so far. Like, check it out.
Murch is a good actor. I've seen him in a few things. He's good. Shelby is played by Melissa D'Souza in a small part. And then Monica Calhoun plays Mia, who is a big part of this movie.
Yes.
And Monica Calhoun, I always think of this movie and Players Club.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically Monica Calhoun. The other ones, you know them from 1,000 Things. I'm not going to read all of theirs. But this is a movie that's a true ensemble cast in the sense that Taye Diggs is probably the main character because most of the drama revolves around him. But everybody is adding to this film, and it is very much a group thing. This is obviously the first of 2 Best Man films. They made a sequel after 1999's Best Man. They made a sequel 14 years later in 2013 with The Best Man Holiday. And then 9 years after that, they came out with a limited series on Peacock called The Best Man Final Chapters.
Did you watch the Peacock show?
Yes.
I didn't watch it.
It's very good. Like it was better than I expected.
Oh wow.
Like I've been a Best Man fan since 1999 when the first one came out. I watched the second one. The second one was also quality, less messy. But you know, when I found out they were putting out like the limited series to kind of like end the story, I'm like, I'm going to give this a whirl. I think it came out during Christmas of 2022.
Okay.
And me and my girlfriend both got COVID. So we were just in the house like, oh, let's watch these Best Man. And it was really good. Like the way that they closed out everybody's story was impressive.
I got to check it out.
So that was solid. So Best Man. We talked about the cast. Andrene, give us your 1-sentence summary of this movie.
Ooh, okay. Friends from college gather for the wedding of 2 of their friends in the midst of an early release of a book written by one of them that contains a lot of messy information.
All right. Well,
I was trying to get to 1 sentence. So
we'll let the listeners decide if you succeeded on that one because
there's a lot to talk about.
Was that 1 sentence? I don't know. You guys tell me. We find that at the beginning of the film starts with Taye Diggs and Sanaa Lathan. They're a couple living in Chicago, and we discover that his name Harper is a novelist. He just wrote a novel that's been selected to be a part of Oprah's book club.
Ayo.
And one of the greatest pleasures I have right now in life is to be reading a really good book and to know I have a really, really good book after that book to read.
And Sanaa Lathan, who's played by his girlfriend, her name is, who plays his girlfriend, Robin. She is a caterer. And in the first opening couple scenes with them together, we get the sense that he is very much focused on his career and seems to be a little bit unwilling to connect or to commit to Robin. They've been together for 2 years.
Yeah.
She's kind of hinting at marriage. She's hinting at moving in together.
She's all in.
And he's non-committal.
Yeah.
And even the fact that he's going to his friend's wedding, his friend from college is getting married in New York. He's going to go out there for the wedding, and he tells her to come the day of the wedding to meet him that Sunday, but he's going to go there early to hang out with his friends before she gets there.
Right.
So we're setting up already the fact that he's a writer, that he has this girlfriend that he seems to be unwilling to commit to long term. And once he gets to New York, that's when we meet all the rest of his friends. So let's run down
friend
this,
by friend?
Let's run down this list. So we've got Harper, who's the writer. His girlfriend back home is
Robin.
The first friend we meet is Murch.
Yep.
And Murch works with inner city students.
Yeah.
It's unclear exactly what his role is. I don't know if he's a principal, if he's a counselor.
He's a teacher. He mentioned this. It might be a teacher.
Maybe he's a teacher.
Yeah.
I know that he's doing something with inner city kids where he's not making a ton of money, but there's some sort of an offer on the table to work at like a law firm. But he's like, if I take this job, I have to go back to school. And, you know, Harper is a lot more of a careerist. And he's like, yo, just, you can make 6 figures, da-da-da-da-da. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, this is what I'm passionate about.
Right.
Then we meet Quentin, who is
Terrence Howard.
Played by Terrence Howard. He's like the playboy of the group. He's non-committal as well, but he doesn't have girlfriends. He just has these different women that he messes around with. And he also is non-committal in terms of his career. It seems that he has randomly switched what he wants to do.
Yeah, photography, writer, musician, like he's all over the place.
And when we meet him, he's playing guitar at a gig that he has at like a local restaurant.
Bro, that scene where he drapes the guitar over his back and he's playing the guitar over his shoulder.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, come on, guys.
So that's the first time we meet Quentin. And so it's like, all right, we already see who this guy is. He's the smooth guy who loves. He's very much in love with himself.
Oh, yes.
Like, you get the sense that
give me all the attention.
Yeah, he loves the attention. And then we meet Lance, who is a star running back for the New York Giants.
A Morris Chestnut character.
That's Morris Chestnut, and he just signed a new contract. And he's the one getting married.
Getting married, yes.
So he's marrying Mia, who's played by Monica Calhoun. They met in college. They've been sweethearts. They're now getting married. So all the gang's coming back together.
Yeah.
And last but not least is Jordan, played by Nia Long. Jordan is a TV executive working at BET. And she gets an advance copy of Harper's book, Unfinished Business, that she not only reads, but somehow her copy gets passed along to all the friends in their group. So despite the fact that this book is not yet out, all his friends have either read it, heard about it, or are in the process of reading it. And we learn very early on in the film that they get the sense that the characters in the book are based on them.
Well, yeah.
And everybody can tell that this book is based on real people.
It's very obvious.
And he's doing a very poor job of covering up his intentions with this book. And he's like, "Oh, this is fictional. I just made it up." But like all the characters in his book are basically the people that we're meeting in this film.
Yeah. Like, for instance, you have Lance, who is the football player in the book. He's a famous basketball player. Yeah. It's like, come on, bro. Did you even try?
But it's like the same profile of just like him sleeping with all these different women in college and da-da-da-da.
Dipping out on Mia because he has not been faithful to Mia.
No. He's a football player.
What do you expect?
Yeah, what do you want? Do you want him to be faithful too? Come on.
Trash.
And then even the way that he describes himself, like he's a character in the book. His friends are characters in the book. Mm-hmm. And so everybody who reads the book now they're seeing him in New York for the wedding, and they keep bringing it up, like, "Yo, why'd you write me this way?" And he's like, "What do you mean? Like, that wasn't
It's
about
fictional.
you. I just made it up." It's like, bro, like,
Come on,
I can
man.
tell, like, you talked about these specific things that only really apply to me. So how am I not gonna know that you're writing about us?
Yeah, it's wild.
And the big kicker is that the character that most resembles Harper sleeps with one of the characters in the book. So they're now like, oh, like, you had sex with
Who was it?
Jordan in college.
Yeah.
Because him and Jordan had this will they, won't they thing going on, but they never really got together.
Yeah.
So there's some speculation that potentially he slept with her and he just never told anybody, but now he's telling us in this book.
Via the book, right.
I mean, before I even get into the rest of the plot here, what is this man thinking? Because
That's an excellent question.
like, and I'll ask it more than once before this episode's over, I'm sure, but it's just like, why is he writing a book that is like clearly based on a true story
It's
and
so
like
dumb.
outing his own business?
It's so dumb.
What is the, like, what, I didn't even understand.
It means
like, what is the
he lacks
intention?
creativity. And he's like, I need to write something, but I don't know what to write. So he's just masking like, oh yeah, I'm a good writer, but like all you're really doing is retelling what college was like. That's all he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy's a playboy. This person, you know, is a good worker, works with the editor for a newspaper. It's like he's just retelling what happened. And because his real life was so messy, it makes for a good book. Because it's like, oh, you like. So the whole time, like, they think they had sex with Jordan, and it's this whole like, are you gonna admit it? What's gonna happen? Are you guys gonna have sex again during this weekend? Because at one point, Jordan even says to him, like, so you had this girlfriend for 2 years, like, why didn't you bring her with you, like, this weekend? Like, why are you by yourself? And he's like, oh no, I want to spend time with my boys. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you still could have brought her and had her at the hotel, like.
You could have
You
brought
coulda
her
brought
with
her.
you. You could have introduced her to the girls of the group while you hang out with the boys.
Yeah,
she hangs
like-
out with them. Like, everybody else's partner is around.
Yes.
So then it's like, Merch is there with Shelby.
And Shelby, good Lord.
Well, Shelby's the last character. And Shelby is Merch's overbearing girlfriend
God.
who nobody in the crew likes. She's not really a part of the crew, but she's someone that Merch is dating. And she basically is like bullying his whole life.
Yeah, she hates his college friends. She thinks she's above them. Like, you can tell
Yeah.
she's one of those, like, oh my God, like, can you take me to Saks Fifth Ave to go dress shopping for the wedding? And he's like, bro, the wedding is like tomorrow. And like, I'm trying to hang out with my friends. Like, why are we going dress shopping now?
Well, granted, they were all going shopping the weekend before the wedding. They didn't even have the plateware
Oh,
yet.
that's true. You're right.
It was just like,
They were looking for tuxes the day before.
they were buying tuxes. They were trying tuxes on the day before the wedding. At one point, Jordan
You're
and
right.
Harper are in a store deciding on like what bowls to buy for the
That was
for the
very
reception.
bizarre.
And I'm like, isn't the wedding tomorrow?
They were very underprepared.
And also, Lance is rich. Like,
yeah.
why is he sending his
are they
friends to
doing
the
it?
store
Yeah, that
to
didn't
buy?
really make sense.
Didn't really make any sense. But that's fine.
But all that to say, I feel like Shelby was just doing it to like pull him away from her friends. Because it's like,
Yeah.
you already had a dress, he said. Like, so why are we going shopping now? She's like, I want to change and buy something else. It's like, and then she'll like turn around and pout and be like, so you're really not coming? And of course he gives in. This is what he always does. And they're like, all right, I guess we'll see you later. And so right from the beginning, we're like, oh, I'm not really feeling this girl or this relationship because who wants to live like that?
I mean, Shelby, you get the sense that Shelby enjoyed the control that she had over
absolutely.
Merch more than
Actual
Merch
Merch?
himself. It was like, this is a guy that I can kind of have him do whatever I want. And Merch was too nice. And it was basically just a pushover.
Yeah, that's gotta get old though.
So that's basically sets up who we're talking about here.
Yes.
So the guys are all hanging out and they're having this conversation about, you know, who's doing what, you know, they're all making fun of each other while they're playing spades and drinking beers.
Yeah.
So we find out that Harper is basically like, he is a serial monogamist is how they describe him. They say like he always gets into these relationships, but he's unwilling to like commit long term. He always finds some reason to break up, and then he gets in a relationship with another woman. And the girl that he's with now, Robin, has also switched careers a number of times. First she was doing something else. Now she's a caterer.
They were kind of making fun of her for like not settling down.
And so it's like, yo, like this is not like why is she not here? Like you're not even really serious about this girl anyway. And he's trying to convince them that he is.
He's like, no, I am. It's been 2 years. She's the best relationship I've ever had, the longest I've ever had, all these things. But he's also weary about marriage. Like you could tell he's like a little bit like, I'm not really sure. Because he asks Lance, like, what made you decide you wanted to get married? Because, of course, we know Lance in college and probably a little bit after was a wild boy. Like, he had Mia, but he still was dipping into other girls here and there. And he
was only attracted to Mia because she wasn't fawning over him.
At all.
Because I think another thing I like about this movie is that they have a number of flashbacks. So you're seeing, like, who they were in college, what their interactions were. And we see when he meets her in college, she doesn't even really recognize him at first. But she watches football. She tells him, like, you could actually do better in a lot of these things.
Right. She was completely unimpressed by him.
Yeah, so she kind of wraps him and walks away. And then he's like, yo, who's that girl? Because he's getting every girl he wants. He's bragging about
too easy.
Having, a fivesome with 2 sets of twins. And, like, he's just doing whatever. So then it's like, yo, this girl kind of rapped me. And she's pretty. So, like, I want to engage. So over the course of the film, we see not only that he gets with her, he cheats on her all through college.
Yeah.
And then she would find out about it. She'd get mad at him, and then he'd like become apologetic
and pray.
And pray. Yes, that's the other big part about Lance is that he's like wildly religious, while Harper, on the other hand, is like, I guess you could call him agnostic at best. But he's just kind of like, I don't really believe in any of this religion stuff. But he knows that as Lance is his best friend, this is something that's important to him. Meanwhile, Quentin is like the playboy. He just like screws girls, but they're also kind of getting on him because he hasn't settled down. His dad runs like a hotel business that he could very easily get into business with his father. But he just seems unwilling to like settle down into a career. Yeah. So they all kind of have commitment issues.
Well, Craig's also the one who says that he doesn't believe in monogamy. Like he's like, I don't think it's natural for people to have one partner. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So him getting married is completely out of the question.
No, he doesn't even have a girlfriend or anything close to it. So all of these guys and girls, I guess, to some extent, all kind of have these different commitment issues, with the exception of maybe Murch.
Yeah.
Who maybe commits too quickly.
Yeah. I mean, so the thing about Jordan is married to her career.
Yes.
Like Jordan is all about moving up, doing the next thing. And there's a scene where she's talking to Harper and she's basically saying like she hadn't had sex in about 6 months. Because like she just hasn't really had the opportunity, I guess, to even meet men because all she does is work. She's very serious about her job, very serious about moving up in her career. And that's why it's like she and Harper were the two peas in the pod because they both are very career oriented. And in the book, the character that she's portrayed as, it's kind of like, he even says in the book that they're two peas in the pod and that they felt like they had an opportunity that they may have missed out on or something. And so it's like, in this book, he's like almost like throwing her bones to make her feel like in real life, maybe we could have had a chance.
The one that got away.
Yeah. So she's giving us the idea that like, oh, this weekend he's here, his girlfriend's not here. Like, hey, maybe we can get it popping.
Yeah.
That's what she's like. That's what she's hoping.
Nah, that's exactly what she's hoping. And she says as much later in the film.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, Quentin, in addition to everything we've already said, is also, I would say, the most perceptive character, where like he is the one who can read the other characters to a T. And he's also kind of a shit starter. Like,
I was thinking, yeah.
He'll say little things to try to like needle people, but also to kind of like call them out on their bullshit. Like, yo, like, so they're having this conversation while they're playing spades. And he's like, yo, so you never thought, the way that Lance is talking about getting married, Mia's the only girl for me. She never been with nobody else but me, blah, blah, blah. She's the good girl.
He's like, you sure?
And he says the reason he wants to get married is to basically dissuade him from continuing to cheat. In his mind, getting married is a sacred vow. And once I get married, then I'm not going to cheat anymore.
That's not true.
And that's going to encourage me to be monogamous.
Good luck.
Marriage is sacred. My folks been together 35 years. It means something to me.
I hear that.
Besides, marriage is gonna curb that appetite for more women. In case y'all didn't know, marriage is a cure to promiscuity.
I don't think that's an accurate statement at all.
No, it doesn't really make any sense.
Now that we're married, I'm just going to stop all my past behaviors.
Yes,
It
that's what he believes.
Okay.
And I feel like this is also kind of tied to him being super religious, where it's like, I guess before he gets married, he can just be whatever. He can be a dog. And then once he gets married, then it's like, oh, I made a vow before God.
Before God.
So now it's like, it's
Maybe.
more serious for me.
Maybe.
And, you know, even though I've been out here ripping and running, you know, I know I have a good woman. And once I marry her, then that's it. Like, I'm done.
Trash. Can we say trash?
Oh, we can definitely say trash.
Trash.
Lance is definitely trash. So Quentin's like, wait, so you think with all the running around that you've been doing, you don't think Mia's ever stepped out on you not once?
He's getting hot. He's like,
And he's
no.
like, no, like,
She's
what do
a
you
good
mean?
girl.
Like, she's like,
God.
so you don't think with all the sticking and moving you've done,
Right.
she wouldn't be
Within
within
her
her
rights.
rights to maybe like
Yeah. Right.
pay it forward? And
He gets so
spazzes.
tight. He jumps up and grabs him by the
He
neck.
jumps over the poker table
Yeah.
and grabs Quentin. And Quentin's just looking at him like,
no fear whatsoever. Just like,
what are you going to do? You going to hit me?
Right.
So
then he
he's like,
puts him down. He's
I
like,
got to take a piss.
yeah. And Quentin's just sitting there like smiling to himself like,
And Merch is just very uncomfortable.
He's
'cause
like, "Why'd you do
Come
that,
on,
man?
Come on. We're supposed to get along today, guys. Merch is like the good guy who just wants everybody to get along.
yes. Absolutely.
So this is the whole thing. And he says, I'm her first, the last, and the only.
Ugh.
So this is his whole thing. Like, despite what I've done, I know that I met Mia, she was a virgin, and we've been together since college. So
It's just me.
I'm the only guy that she's been with, and that's gonna be my wife, and she's gonna basically like, I'm gonna make all this money, and she's gonna have my babies.
So here's the toxic thing about this. It's like, I can't stand when, I'll say people because maybe women do it too, but I feel like it's mostly men, where this idea of, I can do whatever I want. I could hook up with whoever, many people, how many times, but once their woman does it, all of a sudden it's like a blow to them. They can't believe. It's like, how dare you step out? And it's like, but you were stepping out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it goes back to Cruel Intentions with the whole idea of like him getting upset that Sebastian was having sex with his girlfriend. It's like, but you were sleeping with Sebastian's stepsister this whole time. So
Right.
like, I never could understand it. It's like, oh, it's okay for me, but not for you to do. And like the whole idea of like, you know, the woman has to like remain like, you know, I'm the one and only, like she's pure for me. Like, it's just so, it's so ick.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I feel like it's definitely a sense of like, I'm a man, so I'm supposed to do this, and she's a woman, so she's not.
Yeah, I can't help it. You know, it's how we're built.
Yeah, like women don't like having sex too. It's
Right.
like-
It's so stupid.
So all while this is happening, Jordan basically is talking to, this is when they're out shopping for plates for whatever reason. Jordan's talking to Harper, and they're kind of like doing this like will they won't they thing all over again. It's
Yeah.
like it's like the they had a crush on each other, they never hooked up in college, now they're back together. And she's talking to him about the characters in the book, and then she's like, "Oh my God." She's like,
Yeah.
"You dog."
She figured it out.
She figures out that like, yo, that character isn't me that you had sex with. That character is Mia.
Yeah.
Lance's fiance, who's getting married tomorrow, and you're the best man.
Yeah.
So what she figures out is that as Lance was just, you know, being a football player and cheating on her all through college, she and Mia and Mia
Harper.
and Harper both worked for the school newspaper.
Right.
And she saw him as a friend, a trusted friend. And I guess she probably was just tired of getting cheated on and kind of decided to have like a little revenge cheat.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
revenge cheats with Harper, knowing that this is Lance's best friend. and never tells Lance. Harper never tells Lance. And so as far as he's concerned, he's gone all these years thinking she's never been with anybody else.
So, question for you. Who in this scenario is more trash? Mia for sleeping with her boyfriend's best friend? Or Harper for sleeping with his best friend's girl?
Oh, man. Who's more trash? Mia, I would say. I would say Mia's more trash because she's the one in a relationship.
Okay.
And she initiates it. So, like, to me, they're both trash because obviously you shouldn't sleep with your best friend's girlfriend. But it's also like, I'm the one in a relationship. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this specifically to make myself feel better because I know that I've been getting cheated on.
Right.
So it's like you're making two wrongs to make a right. And you know that this is a guy that is friends with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like levels of like
double.
devilishness.
Yeah, it's not like I just smash some random person.
Nah, it's like it's super devious. And it's
diabolical.
Also, it's super diabolical. And it's the sense of like, well, you're his mans.
Yeah.
So you're not going to say anything.
Well,
so it's like, I know my secret's safe because he's never going to find out. He's
never going to tell you.
Because you're not going to be like, yo, I slept with your girl last night.
No.
So it's like she's basically has this secret that she's basically just held over Lance the whole time of like, oh yeah, everything's fine. But like, and I think in the back of Lance's mind, maybe he knows that is a possibility. Not necessarily that she slept with Harper.
Right. Slept with someone.
But like, you don't get that upset with Quentin even bringing it up.
That's true. Unless you thought about
have a feeling that, that might have actually happened.
Yeah. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah, so now Jordan's in on it, and she's like, oh, snap. And she actually goes to Mia, and she's like, girl, like, you gonna tell me? And Mia's like, what?
Because she's the maid of honor.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're both close.
They're close. So Mia eventually does, like, admit, she's like, yeah, he was there for me as a friend when I needed him.
He was a gentleman.
Yeah.
We had kiss on the mouth sex.
I feel like that's very disrespectful.
Oh, having kiss on the mouth sex?
Because that's more than just like, like, oh, we're just doing this because like I'm trying to get back at him. It's like that's like,
but it was
emotional.
Even the way that they showed it, it was like
it was very emotional.
He's sitting on his computer working on an article, and she comes over to him and just like rubs on him and starts kissing on him.
Yeah,
and he turns around like, "Yo,
he's
what's
like,
happening?
What's happening?"
And then she just starts kissing him on the mouth.
He didn't even try to stop it, bro.
He did not
at all. It wasn't even like, oh, we shouldn't, and then we go back. It's like there was not even a no stop. What are we doing? Nothing.
Well, like while we're here talking about who's trash and who's not, I should also say that like Harper to me is like the biggest villain of this entire movie. Every time I watch this movie, which I've watched many times, but like every time I watch this movie, I get more upset with Harper. Where I'm just like, "Yo, what are you doing,
Why are you
dude?
doing this?" Yeah,
and it's like, if I slept with my best friend's girl in college, and somehow he didn't find out, and then I found out that they're engaged, what I'm not going to do is write a book about it. And to me, that's the crazy part. Is like, what was actually his plan? Because throughout the film, what ends up happening is this copy keeps getting passed around, and Lance ends up with the copy, and he's like, "Oh no, Lance can't read the book.
He keeps trying to steal it.
If Lance reads the book, he's gonna find out. He's gonna figure out that I slept with his girl. Da da da. He keeps trying to steal the book. He's hiding the book." And I'm like, what is actually the plan here with him hiding this book? Because
he's gonna read it eventually.
It's going to come out. Like, that's not the only copy in the world.
Yeah,
your book's coming out after they get married. Then he's gonna find out you slept with his wife.
Yeah, like, I understand it.
How does that make anything any better?
He ends up getting mad at Jordan because, like, I mean, yeah, it comes out, it gets out. Lance ends up
whooping his ass.
Ends up finding out what's going on during the bachelor party.
Yeah,
he reads it in the bathroom because he's like, bro, because Lance becomes suspicious because the book would be out, and the next thing you know, Harper's like hiding it in his jacket pocket and picking it up, and Lance is like, why is he being mad suspicious about this book? It's weird. So Lance,
and that's supposed to be my best friend.
Yeah, so Lance
why doesn't
he
want me to read his book?
At this point, he'd already started. He was like halfway through the book, and he's reading it, and he's like, something's weird. So he goes into the back. He's in the bathroom, and he's reading, and he gets to the scene, the sex scene, where he finds out what happened, and he starts seeing red. Like the whole screen gets red, and he comes out, guns blazing, and he whips Harper's ass. Like he almost killed him.
He's
like,
an NFL player.
He was hanging him over the side of the building. Like
he's an NFL player.
He was huge. So then after this happened, so I mean, I'm not really going in order, but basically before this had happened, Jordan had essentially said to Harper, like, tonight's the night. Like, we didn't have our chance before, but like after The Bachelor, like, just come to my spot. I'll be waiting for you.
I feel like our opportunity has presented itself again. And I don't want us to miss out on it twice. Look, I know that this is a bit much, but I was just hoping that you would say yes.
Yo, this movie, man. This movie is so insane how everybody's so super grimy. Because the thing is like, well, yeah, I guess is Jordan out of order here by proposing to have sex with Harper?
Yes.
She is.
She's out of order.
Because
he has a whole 2-year relationship that you know of. It's not like, oh, you just started dating this girl like 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, that's his whole girl. And her argument is probably going to be like the whole like, well, we were friends first. We never had our moment. It was, you know, they have all this sexual tension.
And also, I haven't had any in 6 months.
6 months.
So for
and then she said, if you count not having good ones, it's even longer than that. So
she's all boned up.
She's boned up. Yeah.
And then she's like, yo, he's back in town. He didn't bring his girl with him, which is probably signaling something to her.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he was.
Why isn't she here? And they're flirting. And, you know, even like she comes into the room and he's like getting ready to go take a shower. He's standing there with his boxers on. And she's like, nice boxers, da-da-da. He's like, oh, yeah, Robin got these for me.
She's like, oh, she has nice taste.
Yeah,
I was like,
too much.
Come on.
It was too much.
But to be fair, in that scene when she walks in, he's on the phone with Robin. And Robin says, I love you, talk to you later. And he's like, I gotta go, bye. And it's like, you wouldn't tell your girl I love you because Jordan's standing right there. So he's giving her all of these. It's very much giving me My Best Friend's Wedding. Where it's like, you're giving all these little clues where it's like, I'm actually interested. Like, yeah, I might come through tonight. You're doing all these things and then wondering why I'm thinking that there's something here. You're writing my character in the book as the one who like essentially got away. Y'all never had your moment. We're 2 peas in a pod or whatever. It's like,
and I think he still very much sees her as the one that got away.
Yeah.
And so the night before the wedding is
so much.
There's a lot going on. On the one hand, you know, they have the rehearsal dinner. And at the end of the rehearsal dinner, all the guys are filing out, and they're all, yeah, we're about to go to the bachelor party. Yeah. It was a little over the top. But so all the guys are like hooting and hollering as they're walking out of the...
Wait, you ever been to a bachelor party?
I've been to a bachelor party.
You guys didn't hoot and holler?
I don't remember any hoots or hollers. But we didn't have candy, so maybe that's why.
Well.
But yeah, like, he's talking to her outside the venue, and she's like, yeah, so like, are you gonna come through tonight? Basically, like, I'm ready. Like, it's all good.
Tonight's our night.
Tonight's our night. Like, let's
tonight is your night, bro.
Let's have sex before your girlfriend gets here tomorrow.
Oh, God.
So he's like, all right, cool, like, bet. He doesn't necessarily say yes, but he doesn't say no.
He doesn't say no.
Meanwhile, Murch is being taken to task by Shelby, who's trying to give him a guilt trip for hanging out with his friends
for going to the bachelor party.
The bachelor party for his best friend from college. And she's like, why do you have to hang out with them? I thought you were going to be with me tonight.
Oh, she's so overbearing.
She's doing too much. He finally says no to her and feels guilty about it the entire time. Like, he says no because he got peer pressured into saying no. But the whole time he's like, damn, I got to call Shelby.
He's trying to actually call her. It's like, bro, you're at a bachelor party. Just relax.
So that's all happening. Then when we get to the bachelor party, this is a penthouse that was provided by Quentin's father, which again, go work for your dad.
Right, he's in the hotel
like,
business.
Stop playing around. So they get this nice spot. All these dudes are there. They're getting drinks. And then Murch is there all sad because he can't talk to Shelby. So then Quentin's like, you know what? Screw this. Like, let's take shots.
Yeah.
So they decide they're going to get Murch drunk. Bro. Murch is slumped. Murch is a lightweight, bro.
He's done for.
Murch is slumped. And everybody's drinking, having a good time.
And
now,
who comes in?
Harper is drinking too. He starts getting drunk.
Bottle to the head.
And then that's when he calls Jordan like, yo, I'm coming.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna what is it?
He said,
beat that back.
I'm about to blow her back
out.
He said, I'm gonna blow that back out.
Well, you're missing like the stripper.
Nah. I'm getting to the strippers.
You gotta get to the strippers.
We gotta get to the strippers. So then the strippers show up. The strippers show up because, of course, that's the only thing that ever happens in a bachelor party on TV. It's like the guys hang out and it's just strippers.
Right.
So the strippers come and, oh man, these strippers are putting on a show. Mm-hmm. They got their asses out. They shaking titties. This one girl is just pretending to lick everything inside. Yeah. She's just swinging her tongue around.
She had like the kiss tongue.
Like, yeah, just the Gene Simmons.
She definitely had Gene Simmons tongue. I said, boy, that thing is moving.
Yeah, that thing was moving. So everybody's like, yo, these girls, woo, they getting hype. And their handler is there. He's just kind of making sure that nobody gets out of hand.
Yeah.
So, but everybody's having a great time. And then there's a third stripper that's been hiding the whole time. Mm-hmm. She's the secret.
She's
surprise.
the highlight.
So then she comes out. They playing Candy.
It's
boom,
bruh.
Don't. He's like, now introducing Candy.
There's something about that song that every time it comes on, I just have to dance. Like I was sitting on my couch just bopping.
It's
like,
a bop.
It's so good.
And it's Regina Hall.
Yeah,
and
she looks fantastic.
Regina Hall is just
looks fantastic.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I think this might have been her first big role, actually, because she wasn't popping yet.
Because she didn't come out. Love and Basketball was later, and then Scary Movie 1, 2, and 3 was 2000, 2001, 2003.
And that's really when she popped, was the Scary Movies.
Yeah.
So Regina Hall comes out, Candy, and she's dancing, and she sees Merch, and Merch is just goo-goo-eyed, slumped in the chair, drunk out his skull. So then she starts dancing on different people in the bar, and then she ends up on Merch, and she starts giving him a lap dance.
Bruh.
And Merch looks like he is going to melt.
Yeah, he fell in love.
Do you love me?
Oh, yeah, Daddy. Candy loves you.
He's like wrapped around her, like, he's like, don't go anywhere, don't leave.
Bro, he fell in love in the club.
Yo, I'm in love with a stripper. She running.
Yeah. It was too much though.
So all while this is going on,
he says, "Tell me you love me."
Tell me you love me.
It's like, bro, what?
Nah, Merch fell hard, man. I'm telling you. 1999 Regina Hall, I would have fell in love too. I felt him. And he's like, yo, my girl sucks.
Yeah.
And he just needed a little escape.
Yeah, he did. Aw.
So after this happens, everybody's having a good time. And this is when the whole thing happens, where
the fight,
Lance finds the book. And I'm realizing, like, I kind of always knew this watching this movie, but I feel like it really stood out this time. I'm like, yo, this dude has, like, serious anger issues.
Yes!
Because there's, like, 3 or 4 different occasions in this film alone where he grabs people up like, by their shirt collar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not supposed to be doing that.
But he's a football player.
I mean, I wasn't. The cases speak for themselves, folks. It's not completely unfounded. There's also multiple times where he turns over tables, where he's just like, at the wedding he does it.
Yeah.
He throws a table over in the middle of the church.
It's crazy.
So he's completely unhinged at this point. He beats up Lance. He figures out that Lance slept with his girl. How could you? And he basically says the wedding's off.
Yeah. It's almost like he almost like temper tantrums for little kids. Like, you touched something that was mine. That's kind of what came off to me. Like the whole idea that like Mia is mine and you touched her and like how could you, like, don't play with my things. He was very, very childish. I was like, bro, relax.
So let me ask you this. If you're Lance, how do you respond?
No, I'm pissed, but I'm also not like an animal. Like, I'm not gonna like start bashing in someone's face.
How would you respond?
Yeah, at that point I'm just like, why am I finding about this in this way? Because you didn't tell me.
He had no plans to tell him.
That's the thing.
He had no plans to tell him.
It's like, why didn't you tell me this is what happened? Because had I known about this years ago, we could have been dealt with this issue. You know what I mean? Maybe we decided to move past it and I'm okay with it. That's just in the past and moving forward. Or maybe back then I decide that's not something I can handle and we break up. But at least give me the option to make a choice.
Right.
So now it's like the wedding is tomorrow. I'm finding this out. Like, I don't know if I could get married tomorrow.
I don't know if I could
I don't think
either.
I would.
Because the other thing is
I
like...
need time to process this.
The other thing is like, she didn't tell me either.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I need time to process. So
it's like my man's didn't tell me, and she also didn't tell me.
like the anger is, I understand the anger, but I feel like it's what you do with your anger. That was my issue. Like, you can't just like, he's going to kill him? He was hanging him off the side of the building.
He very well may have
Quentin
killed him.
had to like be like, bro, you don't want this. Like, put him down.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane.
Yeah, your life will be over.
Yeah. Think about this. So yeah, him being upset, I get. Him calling off the wedding, I absolutely get. But what's interesting to me is that the wedding is off, but like no one wants to tell me that it's off.
Nobody tells anyone that's off.
Yeah, right.
Because the families are still there. Like, everybody's still
Everyone's
there.
just like, oh yeah, the wedding's going on. And like his friends know this is not.
So before we get to the wedding...
You want to go Jordan?
Oh, yeah. I actually wasn't going to say Jordan.
I thought you were going to get to that.
I actually wasn't going to say
Jordan. Get to that Jordan scene
Oh, my God. So, after Lance gets his ass whooped, now he's basically been... They've been leading up this whole day, building up of like, I'm going to come over after the bachelor party so we can have sex for the first time.
Blow your back out.
Yeah, he's going to blow her back out.
Boink fest.
So he shows up with a bloody lip, a black and blue eye.
He can barely stand up straight.
His shirt's all ripped. And she, listen, man. When Nia Long has on this damn lingerie.
With the robe over it.
With the robe. I will watch Best Man once a week just to get to that scene, bro. Honestly. She looks so tough in this scene, man. I'm just like, every time I watch this movie, I know it's coming up. And then every time the scene comes up, I'm still just like,
you're like,
yo. I'm like, yo, Nia Long, bro. She looks so fine. Oh my God, it's amazing. So he opens up the door looking a hot mess.
Ugh.
And then he's like, oh, you look nice. And she's like, gee, thanks.
Right.
Like, bro, you look a hot mess.
The
like,
whole
I thought
it's over now.
I thought we were getting it in. And he's like, what's that smell? It's like, I'm lighting candles, you dumbass. So then he basically tells her what happened and has the nerve.
To get mad at her.
Has the gall.
I couldn't believe.
To blame Jordan. He's like, yo, this is all your fault. If it wasn't for you snooping around trying to get an advanced copy of this book, Lance would have never found out. The book wouldn't have come out till after their wedding.
It's like, what?
It's like,
you don't seem to understand something. See, they would be in marital bliss by the time the book was supposed to have come out. But thanks to you, Miss, I want an exclusive. I got my ass whooped. I almost got thrown from a fucking building because of your ass. So thank you, Jordan. Thank you.
So what are you thinking as they're having this conversation?
I was yelling at the television screen. That's what I wasn't thinking anything. I was yelling.
I wasn't thinking anything. I blacked out like merch.
I blacked out. I turned into Lance. I started seeing red.
Yo.
Like, I was just like, bro, are you kidding me? You wrote the book. Like, you can't write something and then get mad at somebody else for releasing it. It doesn't make any sense. You wrote it.
Or for reading it.
Why did you write it?
Yes.
And again, it goes back to your whole statement about what was his plan. Like, they were going to get married and then read the book and then be like, oh, now we're married and like you slept with my best friend. Like, how is that even any better?
I don't really know.
They were going to find out, bro.
Yeah.
It was so dumb.
It's really crazy. And it's the sense of, I also feel like Harper is the type of person that's constantly, like, he sees things as happening to him. And this is a theme that runs throughout the course of the entire Best Man universe in the second film and also in the episodes of just like, things happen to me and it's not fair. But it's not like a sense of like, what did I do to create
There's no
this
responsibility.
situation? He does it with Jordan here. He does it with Robin in some of the later episodes where it's like, he's constantly blaming other people for the things that happen that go against what he wants. When things go his way, he's fine with taking he's fine with taking praise.
Because remember, at one point, Lance is talking to him about like religion and God, and he's like, all that we have here during the bachelor part, all we have here is because God like blessed us and allowed us to have this money, to have the mindset to be intelligent enough to get these jobs. And Lance is like, nah.
Harper's
like, nah. He's like, there's no God. Like, he's like, I wrote the book. I did this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but you're not even that good. All you did was write about what happened in college. Like, you're not even that creative.
Yeah, that book almost got you thrown off a balcony as well.
But you're right. Going back to like our whole idea of like, if something is positive, like I wrote this book, I did this, I created
he wants
success.
credit. Yeah, he wants the credit when things go well, and when things don't go his way, then it's like, yo, who's responsible for this?
Trash.
It's like it's somebody else's fault. And so that's why, like, I've never been a Harper fan.
You can't.
Like at any point, like in this movie or any of the other ones. Like, I just feel like he's just such a. Yeah, like he doesn't take ownership for the things that happen in his life.
At all.
And he's always quick to like blame other people. But he doesn't seem to recognize his own shortcomings. And that's established from this movie. Like, this is like, yo, this guy.
This is who he is.
What is he even thinking? So then, of course, she smacks him. Like, how dare you? Yeah. You're in my house. You show up looking a hot mess.
You ruined everything.
Like, we're supposed to be getting it in right now. We can't get it in.
It's over.
You ruined the wedding that's supposed to be tomorrow.
Right.
And then you had the nerve to blame
me.
He's like, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed.
We're peas in a pod, remember?
You know, maybe if I had the luxury of getting my ass whooped, I could be calm right now. But I have been drinking tequila shots. My hormones are raging out of control. I'm emotional. I'm horny. And I don't want to hear about no goddamn peas. Fuck you. Good night.
He sleeps on the couch. He passes out.
The next day,
he goes to the airport to pick up Robin.
Robin shows up.
So his plan was, just to recap, his plan was to go to the bachelor party, get wasted, go to Jordan's house, blow her back out, and in the morning, go pick up his girlfriend from the airport and go to a wedding together.
That was the plan.
Oh, okay.
I assume he would have taken a shower first after the back blow.
God.
But, yeah. That was his plan. Like, I'm going to have sex with Jordan, and then my girl gets here tomorrow.
I can't, it's just so, like, it's just so cringe.
He's not a good guy.
It's just so cringe.
He's definitely not a good guy. So then he basically, she picks him up. He goes to the
airport, and she's like,
picks up at the airport, like, yo, why do you have a black eye? Like, what's going on? And then he's just like, all like sad, like sitting. He sits down in the middle of the airport, and she's like, yo, what's wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I thought we were going to the wedding. She takes off his shades and sees he has a black eye, and she's like, what happened?
Yeah.
So they sit down at a little restaurant in the airport, and he basically tells her everything.
Bruh.
He tells her about the book. He tells her about Mia. He tells her about Jordan. And he's like, yo, this is what happened. I'm so sorry, blah, blah. And she's like, all right, I'm glad that you were honest with me.
I'm about to go back home.
I got a flight to catch, so I'm going back to Chicago.
Yeah. Absolutely.
God bless.
Absolutely. All the best.
And he's like, wait, Robin.
Bro,
I need you.
I hate this part. I can't do this without you.
I can't do it without you.
Oh, God.
I have to save my best friend's wedding that I ruined by sleeping with his wife 10 years ago. Please, I can't do it without you. Even though I was going to cheat on you last night. But forget about that part. I can't do it without you.
He's like, but I didn't do it. And here's the thing. It wasn't like I didn't do it because I chose not to. I didn't do it because I couldn't.
I didn't do it because I got my ass beat because I slept with somebody else.
And then we got into a fight. Like, if I'm robbing, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here. And like, she went back with him and decided to help him save the wedding. She's like, no, you can do this. You can fix it and make it better. And like, I love you. I'm like, girl.
And this is the whole thing. It's like, I understand that they've been together for 2 years, granted, but I feel like she was way too good for him.
She forgave him way too fast.
It was also the sense of like, this woman is doing everything to help you in a situation that you created. What are you doing for her?
Well, at the end.
Well. And so that's why I'm just like, yo, like, she's way too good of a person.
I wasn't here for it.
And we have not seen anything from Harper at any point in this movie to convince us that he's a good person. So I'm just like, yeah, this sucks.
The only thing he did for her was he allowed her to cook in his apartment. the opening scene.
Begrudgingly so.
Yeah, and then he was walking around fixing everything that she had, messed up or touched in some way. So I was just like, bro, like I don't even really get what's so great about this guy. I mean, he got a book deal on Oprah's best book list, so maybe she's trying to ride those coattails.
Yeah, I don't know. So now they're like, what are we gonna do? Merch. Merch and Candy, whose real name is Candace, basically like talked all night.
All night, yeah.
Exchanged numbers, and he invites her to the wedding. She shows up, and what's her name?
His girlfriend, Shelby.
Shelby is like, yo, who is this? He's like, oh, Shelby, I'd like you to meet Candace.
And this is what's weird about this. Sorry to cut in, but it's like, I would assume that Shelby and Merch are staying together. So he just didn't come home last night? He
was out with his boys all night, I guess.
And then in the morning, he just shows up with Candace?
No, he shows up and Candace meets him there. Remember, they meet on the steps.
Right.
So then it's like, Shelby's already there.
Yeah.
Merch shows up. She's like, yo, where have you been? Come
I've
on,
been
chop,
calling
chop.
you, yeah.
She's basically like treating him like a child again. And then he's like, yo, Shelby, rap you.
Yeah.
Candace shows up.
Candace.
And I was thinking, like, you know what? I've always liked this part of like him finally getting rid of Shelby and getting the new girl, and also Regina Hall's fine. But when I was watching it again this past time, I was like, this is actually kind of messed up. Like,
yeah.
You, granted, even if your girl's trash, you still have a girlfriend.
Right.
And your plan was to invite another woman to the wedding. You didn't even break up with your girl. You literally just showed up with this other girl and you were like, oh, by the way,
this is Candace.
By the way, we're done now.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy. Like, I watched this and I'm like, bro, everybody is, like, as far as dating, they're all in shambles. Like, they just do things and then it's like, oh.
Unapologetically and just inconsiderate. Every single one of them.
Oh, my God.
Inconsiderate. Because he could have easily called Shelby the night of and been like, yo, this is not working out. Or he could have called her the morning before the wedding. Yo, this is not working out. No phone call was placed. And meanwhile, he knew this other girl was pulling up to the wedding.
Yeah.
So then it's just like,
just in poor
so you're doing this just to embarrass her, I guess? It's kind of gross. So anyway, long story short, Lance shows up. Mia doesn't know what's going on. She's freaking out because Lance is not there. Lance is trying to cancel the wedding, and now Robin and Harper are trying to save it. Mm-hmm. Everybody's trying to save it, honestly.
Yeah. His friends are trying to hold him back.
Harper's the one that's responsible.
Yeah.
Lance shows up and basically like, yo, I'm going to tell my parents the wedding's off. Mm-hmm. And
he says to Harper, like, why are you
Harper
even here?
basically stops him like, Lance, pray.
Let's pray.
And he's like, what did you just say to me, man? He said, pray with me, brother.
Because when they were in college, this is what Lance would do. He would like cheat on Mia or whatever, and then he would like get down on his knees. He would give the Bible to Harper. He would tell him what scripture to read. He would hold his hands. He would grip his hand, actually, let Harper read the scripture, and he would like pray. That's how he would pray.
That's how he would purge his sins.
Yeah. It's kind of like his version of confession.
Yes.
Without a priest.
With a man who doesn't believe in God. So he's like, pray with me, brother. And then he's like, damn it.
Right. I can't say no to that.
Can't say no to prayer.
And we're in a church, so.
So that's how they get together. Meanwhile, Robin doesn't know anybody here.
No.
She hasn't even met his friends.
She introduces herself to Mia.
She goes into the bride's dressing room.
Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm Robin.
She's like, so I'm like, why is she back there? Like, she doesn't even know these people.
If I was Robin, I would be out in the car like, y'all better figure this out.
I would have been in Chicago.
I'd have
been on the first thing smoking back to the Windy City. You kidding me? I wouldn't even be in New York anymore. And I'm like, that's the whole thing. Like, why does she care? Like, she doesn't even know these people. Like, why is she helping so
Harper,
much?
you have to fix this.
Like, why is she trying so hard to help him fix his hot ass mess?
Bro, I don't know.
With his hot ass mess friends. It's like, I would have just been like, this is a hot mess and I don't want anything to do with
it. And then
this.
even when she meets Jordan, like she calls her by like the name in the book.
Right.
She's like, oh, hi. Oh, yeah, Jordan. And Jordan's looking at her like, and she's like, I know who you are, bitch. Mm-hmm. But that whole interaction, I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even want to be here. It's like, you were literally trying to sleep with my man last night.
She was trying to take the high road, I guess.
Like a few hours ago.
She tried Michelle Obama.
It couldn't be me.
She tried to go high.
I'd have been low.
Yeah. You'd have been Flo Rida?
When they go low, you go lower.
Oh, man. Wow. Michelle, cover your ears. So long story short, they were able to pray it out. And he's basically convinces Lance, yo, I know I'm trash, but despite the fact that we had sex one time.
She loves you.
Like, you love this woman.
Yeah.
This is the woman that you want to be with. Like, this little indiscretion should not change your entire relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the wedding.
He's still the best man.
And he's still the best man.
Which God only knows why.
Which, like, my best friend's wedding. It's like, why are you still
Yeah.
And then he's looking around for Robin. He thinks she left, but no, she's still there. And
can we talk about Robin's outfit? Because,
oh God, I did have a note about that.
Because I'm like, okay.
She's not dressed for a wedding.
I'm flying in, and what's crazy about it is they had a conversation where he said, like, you should wear whatever dress. And she's like, I know how to dress for a wedding. And I'm like, no, you don't. She shows up in a purple spaghetti strap tank top with pink, like, lining. And then some, like, long purple maxi skirt with, like, she looked like she was going to, like, I don't know.
Jazz in the park.
Yeah. A cute little event.
Yeah, it's like a summer event and I'm outdoors.
Like, it was cute. It was not a wedding dress. No. Not to be at a wedding.
She was
especially if I'm meeting my boyfriend's, like, college friends, like, ex-girls. Like, I want to look bad. Like, my face is going to be beat to the gods. My hair is going to be...
The old gods and the new.
The old gods and the new. Like, my hair is going to be freshly done. I'm going to have a brand new outfit that's going to be hugging my curves. Like, I'm going to be looking crazy. And she just showed up
she was looking crazy. She was looking crazy. She had on a regular church outfit. Like, that's what she had on. It's like, oh, you missed 10 o'clock service and you came to this wedding instead? Like, what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed with that. Dang.
So, basically, they end up getting married. He's at the altar saying his vows, and he's picturing her having sex with,
oh my God.
Harper.
That was so hard to watch.
And he's crying through crying through the image.
But everybody thinks, like, he's crying because he loves her so much.
No, he's crying because
like,
he's like,
no.
She had sex with another man. It's not just me. I'm not the only one. So
Why is that so funny to me? I'm not the only one.
That's what happened. So they get married, happily ever after.
Aww.
And Harper finally meets Robin on the dance floor at the reception.
God.
They have a whole conversation. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm willing to commit to you. And I see the error of my ways, essentially.
Right. God.
And then this brother decides to get down on one knee. She's covering her ears.
No.
She's covering her ears and holding her face. I know you can't see her. So Harper decides to get down on one knee, proposes to Robin.
Mm-mm.
Now, number one strike is you're proposing at another person's wedding.
Oh my God. Why do people do that in movies?
Which you should never do.
Never.
If you're contemplating it. If you're sitting at home listening to this, wherever you are, don't ever propose at another person's wedding.
Do it.
It's not about you. It's about them. Propose the day after if you have to propose. Don't propose at somebody's wedding. Number 2, you proposing to your girl the day after you were trying to sleep with another woman. Like, the night before. Like, it wasn't even 12.
It's not in 24 hours
It wasn't even 12 hours ago. You showed up to Robin's house with hopes of getting your smash on. You tell your girl the next morning, and then you're proposing to keep her from dumping you, I guess?
It's ridiculous. And that's the thing I hate about it. Like,
and she said yes.
Well, we already know she's bad decision makers. I mean, she's
not thinking of herself.
Poor choices all the way around.
You gotta love yourself, man.
But my
you gotta love yourself.
Love yours. But my thing about it is I hate in TV shows and in movies when you have couples that we mentioned before, the whole, like, the angry fight, it turns to sex thing, which I hate.
Oh yeah, that's awful.
But this is the whole, like, angry fight turned to engagement. Like, I never can understand. It's like we get into a big fight, we break up, and then the guy comes back with a ring, and it's like, I love you, let's get married. And I'm like,
he didn't even have a ring. because
whoa.
he had no intentions of proposing.
Okay.
He just proposed.
That's even worse. But what I'm saying is like the idea of going from we're not talking or we're upset or we got into a big fight to engagement. I'm like, you're missing a few steps there. Like you shouldn't be jumping. You should be jumping from I'm about to go back home to I'll be your wife. Like I don't.
It's insane.
I don't understand it.
And he's like, oh, finally he came back around.
And everyone's so happy about it. Like, oh yeah, the game. And I'm like, what?
It's like, did y'all miss this entire movie? Y'all were all there. Y'all were all there. You all saw what happened.
I was so confused. I hated it. So much.
So that's how the movie ends. The end.
Oh God, I hated it so much.
Oh boy. All right. So
you want me to do some?
Yeah, sure.
Facts, themes. What?
Yeah, we could do facts. I mean, I was going to ask if you thought that anything didn't age well, which, I mean, other than Harper himself, just like as an entire idea.
Yeah, Harper was a hot mess. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like if they said anything that was crazy. I mean, there are bitches in there, but bitches are like in all these movies.
All these movies got bitches. I mean, the one thing for me was probably, I mean, I don't know if it didn't age well per se. I feel like it's something that you don't see as much, but like this concept of like the working woman who is always single stereotype, right? Like Jordan's character was very much like, well, you know, she's building her career and she's really successful, so of course she doesn't have time to date. I feel like that's kind of like a theme that was played a bit, especially in the 2000s, even more so than the 90s.
Watch a Tyler Perry movie, you'll see a lot of that.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, that's when he came into fruition is in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So this is like right on the edge of the 90s, and I feel like that's something that we don't see maybe as much now.
Yeah. Well, it goes into the whole thing. I think it was Lance who was mentioning the fact that like you don't want a woman who makes more than you. As a man. So like that whole idea of the woman being the woman that's at home, taking care of the kids, taking care of the house, when the man goes out and he's the breadwinner and bringing home the bacon. Because some men, couldn't handle having a woman making more than them. That whole idea. And so,
I think that idea very much still exists. And I will say
it's getting better.
I will say that Harper and Murch both disagreed with him.
Yes, they did.
So it wasn't like all four of them saying the same thing. All right, let's get some fun facts.
Okay. Well, we mentioned Regina Hall before. This was actually her film debut. So this is why you wouldn't see her before seeing her later on.
Ooh, Candy.
Yeah, she was great. Lorenz Tate was actually offered the lead role of Harper, but he turned it down.
I could see.
I could definitely
see him in this movie for
playing
sure.
that role.
And he's done movies with Nia Long before. That's for sure.
Yeah,
they were in Love Jones together.
And then a lot of the other facts are really just the fact that like these actors have been in so many different movies together. We saw Morris Chestnut before in Boys in the Hood, and Nia Long was also in Boys in the Hood. And then we see Taye Diggs later on in The Wood, and Sanaa Lathan is also in The Wood. So you're seeing a lot of them in a lot of very...
Taye Diggs and Sanaa Lathan are both in Brown Sugar as well.
Yes. And everybody knows Nia Long. She's fantastic. Just wanted to shout her out. Like she did so many movies back then. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is probably the big one that I think of when I think about her being Will Smith's girlfriend.
The first time she got on screen, I was like, "Oh, that's Fresh Prince Nia Long."
Yeah,
that's the first thing I said when she came on screen in the first opening scene.
Like that's what I think of was how she looked for Fresh Prince, and then of course she was in Friday, Love Jones, Soul Food, and then randomly I saw her the other day. I was watching Stigmata, and she's in Stigmata.
Oh wow!
I was like, what? She's like the main character's like friend or something, and I was like, is that Nia Long? Random, but. Yeah, I mean, these are just great actors. We see them come up a lot of similar movies, but it was a hot mess, these characters. That's all I really can say. It was absolutely a hot mess, but it's like, you can't stop watching it because like more stuff keeps happening and you're like, this is terrible, but what's going to happen next?
It's my favorite train wreck. I'll tell you that much.
But what's going to happen next? All right, I guess you can start themes.
I have a couple. One pretty obvious. Some things are better off left in the past. Mm-hmm. I think that's true for both Harper and Jordan's relationship of like them trying to like redo college by sleeping together when they should have probably just moved on.
Yeah.
And the most obvious example is Harper writing this damn book in the first place. Like, just leave it, bro.
Leave it.
I also feel like, well, this is an interesting question too.
Okay.
If you did what they did in college and you didn't admit it,
Mm-hmm.
does it make sense to admit it like years later?
No.
Mm.
Like,
So then it's like, so then he's just like, he ends up proposing, he gets married to this woman, and like he never knows.
Because I feel like you probably should have told him earlier on. And the fact that you...
Oh, they definitely should have told him.
So the fact that like, now that it's 10 years later, it's like, oh, by the way, 10 years ago, this is what happened?
Or 5 years later. Like, it didn't have to be after they got engaged. It didn't have to be the day before the wedding either. It could have been like after they graduated. Like, yo, bro, I heard y'all gonna stay together. Like, this thing happened. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you're saying if you're him or if you're the fiance? Like, I feel like this,
either one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you don't tell Lance what happened, you know, a month after it happens.
After
like,
a certain point, it's like, you gotta take this joint to the grave.
Mm.
That's how I feel, because then, like, so you have two camps, right? You have some people who say, like, oh, honesty is the best policy. You should, you know, tell them what's going on so they have a choice to decide whether or not they want to move forward. But on the flip side of that, I feel like so much time has passed now. It's like, who am I actually helping by telling him this?
Yourself.
Right. It's like, oh, I'm going to feel better.
Trying to clear your conscience.
I'm going to feel better if I tell you what happened, but then I'm putting all of this on you, and now you have to figure out how to navigate your relationship.
Right.
So it's like, maybe you should have left that joint in the past. Like, if he never wrote the book, he never would have found out.
That's true.
You know, and he would have been fine thinking that, you know, he was her only one or whatever idea he had of her.
And she had no plans of letting him know.
No.
And she wasn't even going to tell... She wasn't even going to tell Jordan. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they both kept it close to the chest until his dumb behind decided to write a book about it. And I mean, sometimes people, like I said, they do things just to like help their own conscience. And I don't know if that's necessarily the best thing to put all of that burden on someone else. So,
I think as a secondary theme, I was thinking of this concept that reality is more important than your ideals. Like, I feel like Lance had this concept of who Mia was, and he had like built up this picturesque wife in his head. Pedestal. And then when he found out that's not who she was, it turned his world upside down. Mm-hmm. But then he had to come to the point where it's like, bro, what you have in real life is actually pretty great.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, sometimes I think you can get too caught up in like the picture of what you think you want, that you end up disregarding the reality of what you already have.
Yeah.
So I think that was like kind of a bit of a theme there as well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, you got the main themes. Like, for me, that's the big thing I got was the whole like leaving things in the past was the number one thing that I got, because I don't know why he wrote this stupid book.
Just leave it alone, brother.
Leave it alone and move on. So you've watched like the Best Man Holiday and like the Peacock TV show. Mm-hmm. The relationship with him and Robin, like, that continues. Like, that's a good one.
Yeah, they get married. So they're married in Best Man Holiday, and then by the final chapters, they have kids, but the marriage is kind of like on the rocks.
Oh yeah, you got to have some kind of
and there's
plot point.
It basically comes to a head where like they have to start making decisions about like, do we actually want to move forward with this?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's well done. It's well done.
I'll have to check it out.
All right.
Time for the ratings.
I
guess I'll start. This was fun. I mean, like, even though like there's times when you're yelling at the television, or at least I was, you're getting frustrated, it's still a good watch. It's not something where you feel like you're bored or you're watching the clock. And this is 2 hours on the nose. We've been doing quite a few longer movies, and I've been enjoying them. This is a lot of fun. It's messy, like Joel said. It's a train wreck that you can't look away from. And the only I guess, quote unquote, good character is Robin. And, well, Murch isn't bad.
Robin, yeah.
I think the way he broke up with his girlfriend was kind of trash, but he wasn't a bad character.
Nah, Murch is a good guy.
So I would say Murch.
Yeah, Robin's definitely a good person.
Yeah, I'll say Murch and Robin are probably the two, like, quote unquote, good people in the story. But it's entertaining. And honestly, like, people are messy. Life is messy. And I like the idea of, like, people can be portrayed a certain way and you think, like, oh, so-and-so is squeaky clean. But it's like, nah, it's the quiet ones. They got secrets, too. Everybody got stuff going on behind it. Got closets, got skeletons in their closet. So, I'm floundering here. I'm trying to figure out the best score to give it because if this is on TV, am I going to stop? Yes.
You said I'll go first.
Huh?
You volunteered to go first.
I know. I thought it would be an easy one. And now I'm thinking about the score. This is a high score for me, but I don't want to give it a straight 5 because I feel like I'm going to give it a 4.7.
That's still very strong.
I'm going to give it a 4.7.
4.7. I mean, I agree with pretty much everything you said. Like I said, this is like my favorite train wreck. I feel like the characters are also like well built out. Like a lot of times when you have a film with an ensemble cast, it's like they focus on 2 characters and then the rest of the characters are very one-dimensional. Mm-hmm. I feel like you got a feel of all of them. And the fact that they were able to make a sequel years after the fact and then a miniseries years after that, I think speaks to the characters that they established in this film, that they were able to like build out complete stories for all 6 of them.
Yeah.
And that's very rare. And I think all the bones were there from the first movie. I mean, you talked about like who were the best characters or who was the most redeemable characters. My favorite character in this movie is actually Quentin. Because like, yeah, he definitely didn't treat women well and he called them bitches and all this type of stuff. But I feel like when it came to his friends, he was definitely the one who was kind of like, yo, like, the things that need to be reckoned need to be reckoned.
That's true.
He also was like the one who was encouraging Murch to like stand up to Shelby. And like, he kind of pulled a lot of the strings to make sure that everybody had a good time, even at the bachelor party or like different things like that. So he was always my favorite character. Harper sucks. Like he always sucks. He will forever suck. It's always Harper sucks.
You forever suck.
But
hashtag Harper sucks.
This is definitely one of my favorite movies that I watch all the time and I never get tired of it. So it's a 5 for me.
Okay. 2 very high scores, 4.7 and 5 for the best man. All right, guys. Well, keep those requests coming. Hit us up at RR90spod on IG. We're also on Facebook. What else did I say? Oh, and Twitter. And then also send us an email at rewindrewatch1990s@gmail.com. We are still working our way through the list. And we'll have another request coming for you guys next week.
All right. See you guys in a week.
Later.